Governor announced last week that the state is moving forward in reopening, starting today with Phase 3, Step 2, and starting on March 22nd with Phase 4, Step 1. I want to be clear, we're also moving forward here in the city of Boston along with the state. But we have some important exceptions to the changes that are going into effect today. This will consist of our cautious approach. We follow carefully the local case data and public health guidance, and we take an approach that fits our unique qualities as a large, mostly dense city. So today, March 1st, we are moving forward with up to 50% maximum capacity at many of our indoor businesses, including gyms, museums, offices, movie theaters, hotels, and stores. We are moving forward to allow the use of fitting rooms in retail stores. And we are lifting the capacity limit at restaurants while requiring 6 feet of space between tables, 6 maximum per table, and a 90-minute limit on seating. So we're still asking restaurants to make sure there's space inside the restaurant, and we have not increased the 6 people at a table at this point. And I know restaurants want that, but just be patient with us. We will get there. We want to make sure that the numbers are safe before we do that. What we're not moving forward with is live music in restaurants until at least March 22nd. We are not opening indoor performance venues like concert halls and theaters until at least March 22nd. And we are not opening higher contact indoor recreation like roller skating, laser tag, until at least March 22nd. On those steps, as well as Phase 4, we will be moving forward on March 22nd if our cases and data of public health guidance supports that. I just want everyone to understand that we are committed to an economic recovery that's strong for Boston. And at the same time, keeping people safe and continuing to slow the virus must be our top and first priority. As always, economic recovery depends on your public health progress. That's how we'll move forward. Small businesses can learn more on our weekly small business conference call tomorrow, Tuesday at 3 p.m. You can register at boston.gov/smallbusinesses. And our Reopen Boston Fund is still taking applications from businesses with 25 employees or fewer. I have a message also on the St. Patrick's Day, Evacuation Day, weekend day celebrations that we have here in the Boston. Unfortunately, the parade's canceled again this year, and I want to thank the parade organizers who have made some really tough decisions to make sure we keep people safe. I'm grateful to everyone who's been involved in cooperating. I also want to be clear that there should be no large gatherings of any kind for St. Patrick's Day. We are so close to a finish line here that what we don't need now is a step backwards. We're opening up, the governor's opening up, we're trying to open up more businesses, we're trying to get fans in the stands at Fenway and at the Garden, we're trying to do that. But events like St. Patrick's Day and weekends like St. Patrick's Day can throw us back. They can become super spreader events, and we could be in a situation where we're shutting everything down again. Private gatherings remain limited to 10 people indoors and 25 people outdoors. There will be no exceptions to the rule on restaurants, bars, or private gatherings. Last week, we held a meeting with businesses that are traditionally busy on St. Patrick's Day. We want to be clear that spacing requirements and time limits are still in place for the St. Patrick's Day weekend. There should be no alcohol without food service in the St. Patrick's Day weekend. And we won't allow lines outside restaurants. Enforcement will continue to be in place, and I appreciate everyone's cooperation. If you remember back to this time last year, it was at the beginning of the pandemic, and we had lines on a Friday night, St. Patrick's Day weekend. We had lines up and down different streets in South Boston, other parts of the neighborhood. And the restaurants took it upon themselves to shut down on St. Patrick's Day. They lost business that day. What we don't want to see is restaurants lose business this year. So please be cognizant of the people around you and to make sure that we stay safe. Hopefully, a year from now, St. Patrick's Day, there will be no real rules or regulations in place, and we'll be able to have the fun and the celebration that we all want to have.